Hello, my name is Jamie Packer, and this is my visual abstract on the effects of invasive species on the Great Lakes, mitigation through action. So we're going to start off with what an invasive species is. NOAA defines it as an organism that causes ecological or economic harm in a new environment where it is not native. Some examples in the Great Lakes include spiny water flea, killer shrimp, bloody red mysid, alewives, black carp, ruff, round goby, zebra mussels, and the sea lamprey. To start off with the round goby, they are a small bottom-dwelling fish native to Europe. They were first introduced in the 1990s through ballast water. They are very resilient. They reproduce quickly, and they're aggressive, which means they're able to outcompete other native species for nutrients and habitats. They have an increase in mercury and botulism levels in predatory fish. They are also a vector for viral hemorrhagic septicemia, which is a fatal fish disease. In a study, they were estimated to have impact of 17% of mussel species and on 89% of benthic fishes. The second species is the zebra mussels. They're a fingernail-sized mollusk with dark stripes on both sides, and they're native to Eurasia. They were also introduced through ballast water, as well as remaining on ship hulls while going through the locks. They attach themselves to native species and outcompete for nutrients. They also cause a loss of nutrients in the water, which create a clear water issue. They also attach themselves to vessels and power plants, which create a multi-million-dollar issue because they have to do research, training, and other things to get rid of these. The last species is the sea lamprey. They're a parasitic fish with an eel-shaped body with a jawless mouth. It acts as like a sucker fish, and it's filled with teeth. They were introduced in the mid-1800s through the man-made locks and shipping canals, and although they're native to the Atlantic Ocean, they weren't able to get into the Great Lakes until these man-made locks were built. They feed on the bodily fluids of their host fish, and 40 to 60% of the time that host fish dies. They also may play a part in the decrease of lake sturgeon, and they are on the endangered species list. They're one of the oldest species that are still alive today, and they are considered to be living fossils. We also see a decrease in tourism due to tourists being afraid of these creatures. The first thing that we can do to get rid of them is through the physical removal, and one way of doing this is through contract fishing. When looking at lampreys specifically, they use chemical treatments that attack the individuals during their larval life cycle. Another way is through the release of sterile individuals into the wild, which decreases the successfulness number of fertilized eggs. We can prevent these species from entering the Great Lakes by placing physical barriers at entry points through a process called eDNA surveillance at entryways, as well as emptying the ballast water of ships between the canals. In conclusion, the invasive species have multiple negative environmental impacts as well as economical impacts in the Great Lakes areas. There are many preventative and extirpative devices that can be implemented to decrease the effects of invasive species in the Great Lakes marine habitats. These are some of the classes that have helped me with this project. And these are my works cited pages. Thank you for watching my project.